I'm Jessica Minton for IB Times TV reporting from the New York Stock Exchange. Stocks fell today after weaker than expected data worried investors who were already concerned with the ongoing crisis going on in the Eurozone. Mark Otto, who's the Vice President of Knight Capital Americas, is going to be talking with us about the ECB's actions earlier this week, as well as Angela Merkel's comments and the ongoing crisis continuing in Greece. The Commerce Department released positive housing data yesterday, suggesting a possible improvement in the U.S. economy. What actual impact does this data have on our economy?
Well, the housing data, although bullish, the number came out at 717,000 new startups in April versus 675,000 forecasts. However, housing data is a lagging indicator, so you really need a string of data to have a trend. So although this number is bouncing off 5-month lows, we have to look at several months going forward before we can actually figure out if this is going to be sustained.
And what are your thoughts on Angela Merkel's comments about the ECB and the Eurozone and basically Greece's stability in the EU, or instability?
Okay, well, first comments came out on Tuesday, and apparently she had said that she wants Greece to remain into the Eurozone, which was bullish. However, on Wednesday, she reiterated and sort of echoed the European Commission president and the French president in saying that although they want Greece to stay in the Euro, they do want them to abide by the terms that were agreed upon in March as far as the bailout, which a big part of that is the austerity measures. Now, the big sort of quagmire that we have with that is the fact that right now Greece has a caretaker government that's in place until June 17th. On June 17th are the next elections. Now, the favorite to win the next election are the leftist party. Now, the leftist party is anti-austerity. So it creates somewhat of a paradox if they do win the elections, because if they don't follow through and follow suit and stay the course with the austerity measures, puts them in jeopardy of falling out of the Eurozone.
And then the ECB stopped monetary policy to some Greek banks. Is that basically a message they're trying to send to other countries to basically step up their banking systems and get it in order?
Well, the ECB policy has been in place for a while, and their rules and regulations are very strict. The 4 largest banks in Greece are illiquid at this point, so they need sufficient liquidity in their banking system to actually access any funds from the ECB or the Eurozone as a whole. So what's being put in place now is the Greek government has actually put in place the Hellenic Financial Stability Fund, and apparently they're gonna be recapitalized with apparently 18 billion euro bonds next week. Once they are recapitalized, they can go back to tapping into the ECB funds.
Greece's Bank Support Fund will allocate 18 billion euros by next week to the country's 4 biggest lenders as an interim recapitalization. Key details of the recapitalization plan for Greece's banking sector, which could run up to 50 billion euros if costs to cover up deposits and other related expenses of non-viable lenders are included, remain unclear. The framework will be finalized after a new government is elected. Jessica Minton, IB Times TV.